Welcome to LNR SAGTL. It's the Logistical Nightmare Racing South African Gran Turismo League. Wow, that's a mouthful. I think it's going to be an absolutely incredible race today. Some exciting things going on. Definitely quickly go to the race info. Gents are putting in some serious times. Definitely going to have some fun. Quali will start in about 2 minutes from now, so I'm just quickly going to go through everything. Welcome back for everybody. Just a quick one regarding our sponsors. Thank you so much to Zappa for sponsoring one of the Google prizes, which will be revealed next week. The GT7 game is what will be done. You can see I added some nice background music there. Okay, perfect guys, and then it's Zappa. Please remember to go support them at zappagaming.co.za. Our other sponsors will be perfectly on board next week, and we will definitely be able to add them there. Great, and let's quickly have a look at the points from last week, where everybody's currently standing. This is the gold team, as you can see. KBR Shake and Bake first, with Varsvatervis getting a nice win and a fastest lap there, or pole position rather, last week. Danderman, Wolfie in third, clearing out the podium. Richard goes, G-Man, Flakberg, Vincent, D-Man, Vitrolic Driz, Carbons, Damien, M. Klopper, and Zivan. Diemary Zivan unfortunately getting a last place, running out of fuel on the last sector of a massive track and then losing about a half the grid of positions. KBR Shake and Bake currently in first with 179, 172 for Dream Team. KBR Sonic with 162, DMR B-Robs with 156. They've got a strong battle ahead of them to climb back. Let's see if they can do it. Apex Racing and then Bluego Racing. Danderman, or D-Man rather, not off to a good start. We know he's got rapid pace, so he's definitely going to be looking to get a good clean jump back into a decent podium or even perhaps a win spot. Then DMR Leadfeet 138 with Damien Biz being a nice coach and mentor to M. Klopper, the new academy driver from DMR. Okay, so then we've got the silver at Wolfman Willie 1D. The teams, as you can see there, the points. We've got the Rodox Microwavers, Full Send Advertiser, Bounty Hunters, which is quite nice. And then we've also got the other teams, Rudder Raccoons, Dino Racing, Grumpy, 2 Driver 1 Cup. Oh, that's quite interesting. Backmark Racing, DMR, Schleipner, Jack Daniels. And then we've got the bronze guys, some of the newbies getting in here. Also some of the OG guys just having some fun. DL Racing, Jopex Racing, Ghosties, Advertise here. Z-Team and MSK Racing. With late entries, have a look at MSK Racing on 0 points. That is Marinos and Vermeis. They're definitely 2 to watch out for. Will probably end up in the goal pool if they pull their socks on for the last phase or stage 3, so we'll definitely hope to see them up there. Okay, then without further ado, let's quickly jump to the PlayStation inputs, and then while we do qualifying, we'll just jump to the driver profiles again, seeing how everybody does that as well. We'll get some exciting statistics for next weekend's race. We'll get some overtakes, the statistics for the drivers, how many overtakes they've done, how many positions they've gained, some nice ratios, who's the leader with regards to fastest laps, who's the leader or the ranks with regards to overtakes, positions gained. There's a few things there as well, lead laps, average quality times. It's going to be fun. The guys are working very hard in the background to get all the statistics up for everyone. Okay, so without further ado, let's quickly get these guys up and running to get them started on. This is usually where the nerves kick in. So how qualifying works, they've got 10 solid minutes to do their qualifying. They need to not cross the line as soon as the marker hits 10 minutes. Give each other some space. Just quickly typing here for him. Good luck. And then maintain distance. Okay, let's quickly go through the driver profiles and have a look as everybody's going as well. So you can see Marchand Klopper will be at the moment. We're quickly get to the spectating, jump to M. Klopper. As you can see, he's a 1987-09. He's from Pretoria. He's currently on the PS4 G29. Definitely want to look out for one of the newest academy recruits from DMR, and his sim racing mentors, Wolfman Willie. So that is quite interesting. Then we've got that one. We have Vitrolic Driz, Stephen Pelser, early 90s. That's when he started with sim racing. His name is Vitrolic Driz. Stay competitive. And David Beetham, also a nice guy, brilliant guy. In fact, what a legend of the game, and ZSE as his sim racing mentors. Then we have KBR goes with Justin Johnson. Quickly get him up here. Justin Johnson, as you can see in his red Jaguar at the moment, definitely a solid car to race on. We can actually have a jump on board with him here. This is KBR Ghost. As you can see, sim racing history is only KBR. Definitely want to watch out for the future. Then we've got KBR G-Man Harvey Kleinons, born in 1989, 0425, self-employed from Joburg, and he started in 2018 about with competitively racing. Then we've got KBR Wolfie, Mr. SC of Wolford, 1983, PS4 with controllers, where he started currently as a play seat with the G29. Go to Wolfie there at the moment. This is great. Then we've got Vincent KBR, youngster, all the way here as well with his Jaguar. Definitely nice looking livery, blue, interesting to see. We've got Damien Biss with his red Toyota 86. It looks like it's going to be the Toyota 86s against the BMWs. Against the Jaguars. Jaguars has got outright power. BMW is a little bit balanced, as well as your Toyota 86 is way less power, a lot more handling, and a little better on tires. So you've got the superpower cars, your balanced cars, and then the handling cars. So it's going to be an interesting season. Some of the races will benefit some of the others. Some of the others will benefit the others. So it's going to be an interesting race. Look, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Then we've got Freshwater Fist, currently your leader in points. Definitely the favorite going into this season. Please do not judge by the way he just slapped into that wall. That didn't sound like him. Fissy, are you alright, brother? He's currently on the PS4 and the T300. Definitely want to watch. Then we've got Flakvark. Guys, the fastest laps start coming in from about 2 minutes from now, so I can quickly run through this. Nice purple and blue car that you see there. His sim racing aspirations is keep going. Mr. Jakub Bester, born in 1987. Definitely also a quick gentleman. I've raced with him quite a few times before. Then we have D-Man GT, the underdog. Much to prove. Much to prove in here. They are pitting to change tires and have a little bit lower fuel. Not that important. In fact, with this specific combo, the fuel wear is not that much. It won't make a difference as all, but everybody wants to have that half a tenth advantage to get it through there. So he's taking the risk, getting into the lap. Also nice looking delivery that he's going on there. Then KBR Richard, the partner to Freshwater Fist, currently the leading team. Let me quickly get to him in his whites and blue Hawker BMW. Also definitely want to watch out for. As you can see, Freshwater Fist already has the FL for a 111.382. Then we've got Zivan, the unlucky loser for last week. Definitely had some bad luck. Himself and D-Man GT battled quite nicely. Both of them had super good racing, clean racing. A little bit of RG-bargy going once or twice. I believe that was race one. The feathers were a little bit ruffled, and it should be going into the next race quite better. So it's Zivan Nadalshkovic, born in 2000s. Karting, he plays Call of Duty and guitar. They've got Dan the Man currently in position 2 for the season in Gold Division. Let's quickly jump to his car. As you can see, Dan the Man with a beautiful Deadman Racing Elite livery. All these cars' liveries are looking absolutely spectacular. KBR, DMR, D-Man GT, and the individuals also looking quite well. Only a 2/10 of a difference. Look at M. Klopper putting in rapid lap times as well. The academy driver definitely wanting to show the new guys or the older guys and faster guys, look boys, take me into consideration. I am not here to play around. Famous saying is, if you want to play with the big dogs, then piss like a puppy, and he definitely wants to play with the big boys. Then we've got iCarbons, also what a gents. himself as well. Let's quickly jump to his car. Currently about a second off the pace. As you can see with his blue BMW, dark blue BMW. Very sexy car. Zappa Gaming, iCarbon ZA, very well kitted car. Got all the team names as well. Blue Go Racing, everything is in there. This is awesome, boys. So those are the teams. Let's go back to the racing. Okay, so let's quickly go and have a look at the timing sheet. We've got Varswater first with a 1:11.3, Dandeman with 11.5, Klopper with an 11.6, Zivan with an 11.7, Demon with an 11.7, very close, 11.8, 12 flat from Ghost, Vincent 12 flat, KBR G-Man 12.3, definitely not his best there, I know he's going to get faster than that, 12.3 from Carbons, Vorfi with a 112.4, he definitely can go faster. Frog has got a 112.9, definitely is going to go faster, as well as Vitrolic with a 14.2. Carbon and Vitrolic going through each other on these straights there. That's going to be interesting to see. Inside, outside, this is where giving each other space happens. Whoever was on the outlap there needed to give the space, so it's going to be interesting to see. There Vitrolic goes on the inside of iCarbons. Vitrolic is on his flyer currently. Is iCarbons on his flyer? Carbons is on his flyer as well. That, ladies and gentlemen, is just unfortunate. One cannot give up to the other as well. However, Carbons, yeah, this is all about space management. Do not try to be close to each other for that slipstream. You're gonna maybe get one lap with slip, and then also the rest of the laps you might be in traffic, slow you down. Any mistake, it's just way too high risk. Get clean air, get yourself a lap, feel your pace. Awesome, gents. Kindly like this video. Like the video if you haven't subscribed yet. Please subscribe. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Varswater first is currently on his outlap. KBR Vincent shortly following. Dandeman with 11.5. I know some of these gents have done 11.2s and 3s in qualifying. Actually 11 flats. I know Zivan has done 11 flats. So this is going to be quite interesting to see the gentleman. He's just improved his time, not enough to grab that P1 position from Varswater first. M Klopper. Carbons is putting in a better time, 11.6 in P4. He was in P4 actually. In fact, what's happening now currently is Vitrolic Driz is holding him up. Vitrolic Driz should have just maybe turned off to the left. He's just gone lap after lap after lap. I believe they are teammates, Carbons and Vitrolic. In fact, I might be mistaken. I want to have a look at the points. It's a minute and 10 to go. As we can see here, Vitrolic Driz is in Apex as well as Carbons. No, Carbons Blue Racing. I thought about that. D-Man and himself. Apologies for that. So yeah, that is definitely not conducive for the guys to go. Zivan is not putting in his best laps at all. Let's see if this is a better lap. It is not. It is not. So he's got. That was his last lap. He's starting in Q6. Richard Carbon's putting in a solid time with a 0.3. This definitely is going to be it. So it's got Varswater first, Dandeman, M Klopper. Everybody will know to park it on the sides. Let's quickly do this. Okay, so there's a lot of gents starting on the soft tires. Damien, Biss, M Klopper, all of them actually coming into the pits on soft tires. And this is going to be a one-stopper versus a no-stopper. That is going to be the strat. You should see most of the people starting on the mediums. I'll listen to the sound of this So as you have it, guys, as sector 1 should pass, you'll see the time setting up. Starts in to Reese Park. Okay, just getting the timing sheets here for qualifying results. Oh, Dan the man almost got him with 11.453, as you can see that. Need to go down to 13.14. I missed that last week, unfortunately. Okay, so there you have it, gents. There you have it. Vaartwater first, Dan the man, M. Klopper, 10th, half a 10th, 2000th or 200th, half a 10th, third of a 10th, 20% of a 10th, and then a 10th. Everything is less than a 10th. So it's within less than a second, or about a second, 1.1 seconds, in a field of 14. So again, Vaartwater first grabbing that extra point. This is going to be interesting. The Academy boy, DMR M. Klopper, and Carbons. Carbons is experienced, and let's get this ball on the road. Gents, are you ready? Everybody in the stream, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get this done. It is only GR4 cars, but please, let's get this excitement going. Hoi Milies. We go, boys. It's about to hit the road. This is going to be interesting. I need to get into spectator mode. Man, my knees are trembling. I think this is going to be an awesome race. Getting ready to rock and roll, Mr. Sean Buck. That is the truth. RBS performance, yes, your team has drastically improved over the last couple of months. It is so great to see. Oh my gosh. They didn't put fastest first. I have to go set the grid now itself. My damn it, Dino. This is Andre Bosch's settings. So definitely I put it on fastest first. Okay, so we quickly go change the grid order. It was Fissy. Let's see if my memory serves me right. I might miss a few. I'm going to miss a few. We've got Vaartwater first. We have Dan the Man, M. Klopper, Carbons. And then in fifth was, give me a second, I'll quickly need to jump back to this capture gallery. Always a good thing to capture the screenshots. Richard Zivan D-Man Damien. Richard Zivan D-Man Damien. Richard Zivan D-Man Damien. Okay. Then we have Vincent Ghost Driz G-Man. Vincent Ghost Driz G-Man. Vincent Ghost Driz G-Man. And it's Vlakvark Wolfie, who's gonna be. Then we've got G-Man Wolfie Vlakvark. G-Man Wolfie Vlakvark. G-Man Wolfie Vlakvark. Let's do that again. G-Man Wolfie Vlakvark. There we go, everybody's right. Let us go. Ready? This is exciting stuff. This is exciting stuff. Sean Buck, your first few rounds will be hectic. I do believe it would not be these guys. I've got some class. I think there's 1 or 2 or 3 new drivers here. Vitriolik is the youngster, and apart from that, except for a little bit of rubbing and racing, I do not foresee that happening. This turn 1 is a nightmare, however, it's at least not a hairpin or a sharp turn 1 like Interlagos or Monza or anything of the sort, guys. So this is going to be fun. I wonder, let me know if we should have a little bit, or there's at least a little bit of background music. And let's have a look at Mr. Fassi, Forster Fassi. Okay, and it seems it's going to be a go, go, go. 27 laps. It's either going to be a one-stopper, which is 26 softs, 1 medium, or some of the gents will push for a no-stopper on mediums. Everybody seems to have started on mediums, so it seems like it's going to be the case. If nobody pits in the first 3 laps, this is going to be a no-stopper. There's only a 2-3 second difference between the two strats. On paper, however, with a full track and full grid, any of the two can win, depends on where you find yourself. Fastwatervis off to a great start. Dan the man already losing out on Fassi's slipstream. Klopper only 2 tenths behind. Carbon's going to be a little bit behind. BMWs have got much more pace than the TR86s. The 86s have got brilliant tyre wear, so you might see some of the 86s get together in the last few laps. That's when they will start shining. The BMWs are very, very well organized. M. Klopper is going for a move on the inside of Dan the man, making moves this early. It's not a clever strategy to do that. He's just giving Fastwatervis the inside gap. Got the whole train behind him in now, and he's just made a little bit of mess of things. He got a position, but now he bundled up 4 or 5 cars, and that's just gonna be detrimental to the end of the race. Fassi couldn't be happier keeping it clean, but I think definitely Klopper should not have gone for the inside move there that early, to be very honest. He's just made himself a sitting duck, so let's just hope that's how it learns, and let's see how it goes. Got Danderman down in P6, very slow start for him behind Zivan. Fastwater should make a clean break for it. Klopper in P2, Richard, Carbons, Zivan in 5, Dan 6, D-Man 7, Vincent 8, Ghost 9, Damien Biss 10, Vitriolic 11, G-Man 12, Vlakvark 13, and Wolfien 14. Klopper has just ensured P1 and 3, current P1 and 3 for Fastwater and KBR Richard, which is the leading team, by making that inside move on DMR Dan the man. Ooh, and D-Man just slightly clipped the wall, broke slipstream, and to break slipstream is detrimental in this race. 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, and 5 tenths. Klopper is about 5 tenths ahead of Richard. Fastwatervis seems to have made a mistake. I think he clipped the inside wall, or he's lifting for KBR Richard to try and get back into the slip for good team placement. I did not see what happened, but either one of those two options are viable. Looks like the first pack of 5 or 5 breaking through. Corbins and Danderman having a little bit of squabble here. D-Man in 6th. Zivan has lost the slipstream to Richard. So Richard and Fastwatervis in a comfortable podium position here currently, having a sandwich with Klopper in between the two of them. Klopper clipping the wall slightly. That might cost him the slipstream. Might cost him the slipstream. In fact, it has cost him the slipstream. And yes, now he is chicken food to KBR Richard, who will surely take the inside line here. Zivan in 4, Dan in 5. Richard has made the move going on to it now. Is Klopper going to be able to do something about it? He's not defending the inside line. Dan and Zivan seems to be pushing it through now. Need to make sure that they maintain the gap to the back. Klopper needs to make sure he doesn't lose slipstream, as he was in the slipstream of Fastwatervis. Made a mistake. Looks like everything is settling a bit. Let's go a little bit to the back. Seems like some close racing here. Damien is on the tail end of Vitriolic. He's going to go for the inside move here. He is not. Seems like he's playing the long game. G-Man, Wolfie, P13, and Flogfrog in P14. Varswater half a tenth. Klopper is back into slipstream. Through that mid-sector, the Toyota 86 is quite strong. Danderman and Zivan only 7 tenths behind. If they can hook up back to that, D-Man, GT and Carbons, also great team placements. Klopper, the academy guy, doing brilliant to hang on to that after the early move on the inside, which caused a bit of a disruption. As you can see, Varswater, Fist and Reacher, the leading team currently. M. Klopper, the nice underdog in P3. Zivan taking the inside move. I believe that he's got a little bit more pace. I think that was strategic for him to go ahead and try and pull them back into the podium contention spots. Danderman 2 tenths behind. D-Man GT. Oh, what happened to Carbons? Carbons must have smashed the wall. Carbons must have smashed the wall. It's the only place he could have, lace, whatever word is that he could have lost that position, unfortunately. D-Man GT sees himself now to carry the name for Blue Go Racing and push it ahead. M. Klopper going for the inside move on Richard. This is exactly what Zivan and Danderman needs. Maybe Klopper realizes this now. With no bomb drafting allowed, this makes things very interesting. Very, very interesting. D-Man is starting to catch up. He caught about 2-3 tenths on that lap alone. Zivan is back into the slipstream. Danderman clipped the wall. He lost out to the slipstream. And unless he gets himself there or Zivan lifts, then Danderman will not be back into the slipstream. Zivan is close enough to Klopper. This is strategic for the guys that's watching. What you can do is in this regard is you can lift to still keep the slipstream to the guy in the head, but give your teammate the slipstream that is behind you. For everybody who was not aware of it, that's a very good tactic. M. Klopper seems that he might have lost there. He's just back into slipstream range. Can he keep it? Zivan is on a charge currently. Zivan is currently on a charge. Is Klopper going to give him space on the inside to go? Trying to chase off P1 and 2. Richard has just broken the slip. Danderman is back into it now. Klopper has just lost a little bit of rhythm in this lap. Carbons is back into P7 of the taking. KBR Vincent seems like a great battle going on ahead there. Ooh, Richard's got a 1.4 second penalty. He cut the inside corner a little bit too much. He needs to burn that in the stint before the finish line. If it's a no-stopper, the rule clearly states he can just go the whole race. As long as it's burned for the final lap. I think Zivan will now go for the inside move and hopefully have enough pace to catch up, because Klopper has just broken the slipstream, and due to a little bit of inconsistencies have maybe given P1 and 2 a chance to go through. Three-way battle here. It's a scrap early on that you do not want. Feel the pace for the people. Feel the pace. If somebody's got a little bit more pace than you, work with them till the last 30% of the race. That's when you start making your moves. In no stoppers or long stretch races like this, do not break slipstream. Do not be impatient and do not try and make moves early on. Cutting the grass on the inside, another inside move by Klopper at the wrong time. This is giving D-Man GT time to catch back up. Klopper hopefully watches the stream afterwards. Some good learning curves for him here. He has just brought into contention D-Man GT as well. He had a few opportunities. P1 to 4 could have been away, including him a few seconds ahead now. D-Man clipped the wall again on the inside. Klopper needs to now make sure, break the slipstream first. There's absolutely, on a track like this, it's slipstream frenzy. Do not make moves to break the slip train. This has now given Richard and Varswatervis a 1.5 second gap to Zivan, Danderman, and then Klopper on Danderman's rear. D-Man falling shortly behind. Vincent 2.8. Vincent and Carbon seems to have a nice scrap. Let's see what's going on here. Ghost, Vincent, and Carbons. I'm gonna focus on them for a bit here. Let's see what these guys are doing. Ooh, Aggressive inside move from Vincent there. Carbon's on the inside again of Vincent. He's going to be pushing it through. He is not. Vitriolic and Ghost also having a nice little battle there at the back. Corbins is going into the pits. Looks like he's doing a one-stopper. That's going to be very interesting. This looks like to be a new no-stopper race, and we'll see what happens getting to closer stages there then. Zivan seems to be catching up to KBR Richard. Danderman falling slightly behind. Even Topper made a mistake. Now he's been charged by D-Man. He would not have found himself in that position if he allowed D-Man to come back from that 2.5 second gap by battling with the guy's head. Good learning curves, good learning curves. KBR Vince also a youngster, I believe he's 14 years old. Definitely want to watch as well, as it seems. Okay, looks like Zivan's pace is kicking in. He is catching up to Richard. Danderman only 1.7 behind. Zivan currently with the fastest laps of 1:12.10 on the medium tyres. And then 13.1, 13.2. Lost 2 seconds, 3 seconds with Imcloper's battles and stuff like that. Not the easiest track to overtake. Another fastest lap by DMRE Zivan. Fast is keeping it consistent. 0.4, 0.9, 0.7, 0.5, 0.4, 0.7, 0.4. Incredible consistency. And that's the only thing you need in races like this. When you're leading, you do not try to set the fastest lap every lap. You just maintain pace and consistency. Richard, as you can see, with a 1.1 second penalty. Zivan currently in the slipstream for Richard. Danderman 2 seconds behind. D-Man GT with 3.2 seconds behind. M. Klopper falling slightly behind. 7.4 tenths. Oh, just got back into slip of D-Man. Went a little bit wide on the grass. KBR Vincent and Vitriolic Driz. Brilliant racing from them. Currently sitting in 7th and 8th position. KBR Ghost and Damien Biss. No love lost between these two. They've been in a lot of battles as well. Always clean and fair. Fark. G-Man currently 11 and 12. Then you've got Wolfie and I Carbons who did a one-stop. It seems like he's the only one that's going to be doing the one-stop. And the rest will be surely doing no-stoppers. This is where we'll see Zivan is into the slip of KBR Richard. Danderman hanging on to 4. These are the two top teams that will be battling it out at this stage. Zivan unfortunately needs to redeem himself from last week. That he ran out of fuel and missed himself in mid-pack spots. Only 3 tenths behind Richard. Fissy is battling. Fissy made a small mistake. And Richard made a small mistake as well now to keep that gap to Freshwater Fizz. Where's M. Klopper now? M. Klopper is back into the slipstream of D-Man GT. He needs to be patient now. A lot of impatience shown in the first 30 or 20% of the race. Cost a few things. A little bit of disruptions. Great racing nonetheless. Gaining massive experience racing with a more experienced and faster gents. M. Klopper lets you get it through. Vitriolic Driz, as you can see in the background. Also, KBR Ghost has just locked onto their slipstream as well now. DMR Damien Biss as well. This is some exciting racing. What's happening in front here by P2 and 3. Zivan is now only 2 tenths behind Richard. The M4 unfortunately has a lot more power than the TR86's. 86 will catch him to slip. If it goes side by side, it might still not be able to have the power to pass. Zivan seems to be doing that. Richard is burning his penalty in a very clever manner off the racing line and still being able to tuck himself back into the slipstream of Zivan. Let's see if Zivan can shake Richard at the moment and start knowing the gap between himself and Freshwater Fizz. Looks like he has managed to break the slipstream gap. Richard had a much better exit than him though. He might lock himself back into it before the Zeppin. 86 slightly better on the brakes. Takes that corner perfectly. Only a tenth, as you can see, gained 2 tenths around that corner on the BMW. The BMW should be able to pull that 2 tenths away again on the straights. Ooh, Freshwater Fizz had a slightly bad exit there. Pulling the gap to Richard. Zivan now locking himself up. Carbons with a fast lap of 11.8. He is on the racing softs, however, while everybody's on the racing mediums. Look at the tyre weight between Freshwater Fizz and Zivan. As you can see, Zivan's tyre wear is slightly better due to the 86 having exceptional tyre wear, not the same power. Look at that delta drop from 1 second to 1.2 to 1.250 about, based on the power alone. So cars are quite equal on lap times here. Apologies for that. At a slight hiccup. As you can see, they pulled 3/10 on the straights on the 86, and the 86, if nailed perfectly, should be able to get that through the mid sectors. So that's the advantages, pros and cons. Also, the BMW can usually get a lap or two more fuel per race in normal circumstances. So those are the pros and cons of the cars. Okay, where are our other battles going on here? It is D-Man, GT, and M Klopper. There is someone missing from the top 4. Yeah, there's not. Sorry. Okay, so we've got D-Man, GT. There is. Where is it's Zivan, Richard, Dan the Man? In fact, it is the top 5. Sorry, yes. D-Man, GT, and M Klopper now finding to settle it, knowing that, okay, fine, the BMW's tyre wear might be slightly worse. As you can see, the D-Man GT tyres are slightly worse. M Klopper can just chill it out on the latter section of this race. The 86ers should outperform them. Freshwater Fizz's gap should have been significant by now, 3 or 4 seconds. However, with 1 or 2 mistakes, Richard's going into the pits for mediums. He's not going the whole distance, it seems. He's going half and half. Very weird strategy going on there. Not too sure why that's the case. Surely the softs last much longer than 13 laps only. Surely it lasts much longer than only 13 laps. Zivan is now there with Freshwater Fizz. Danderman's tyre wear is great. Freshwater Fizz with the BMW, his tyre wear is phenomenal. Oh gosh, he's got a 1.5 second penalty. This is going to be interesting. Let's jump on board with Zivan here and see how it goes. Freshwater Fizz burning the penalty on the racing line. It's unintentional though. It just burns if you are braking or slowing down a little bit too much. They are both keeping it super consistent. And you can see 12.0, 0.0, 0.5, 0.3, 0.4. Freshwater Fizz as well. 0.7, 5, 4, 7, 4, 5, 7, 3, 9. Incredibly consistent within a half a second or 0.5 on a track like this is just phenomenal. He's got a 1.4 second penalty. Zivan should just play it safe, not make moves now, secure that gap. Richard might see himself lose a lot of positions with that pit stop. He is on softs now. He's definitely going to get Vincent quite early. Damien Best will get a little bit later, but I'm not too sure he's going to make his positions back, unfortunately. If he was going to do a one-stopper, he should have definitely went to pits earlier. But this is where it's going at the moment now. Let's see if Zivan's going to keep the patience, not make moves now. It's not the time to make moves. Or unless he wants to play around a bit, destroy the tires of Freshwater Fizz a little bit more. That will be a smart move, but it will also deteriorate his tires. Freshwater Fizz obviously trying to brake check a little bit, defend and park a little bit, which is completely legal. However, with this game's settings, that is making his car ghost, which might cause a problem. Danderman M Klopper seems to have made shake on D-Man GT. About 5/10. The BMW M4 is definitely going to be able to catch him on the straight. Maybe not enough to pass him on turn 1 and 2, but definitely there to breathe down his neck with an M4 power. I believe it's a straight 6 motor. A little bit rough on the tail end. Nice throttle control from D-Man GT. Very nice throttle control and management from D-Man GT. Very smooth. Look at that brake input. A little bit rough on the steering input though. As you can see, the steering indicator, it was very full tilt. A little bit rough on the tires. Just be a little bit smoother there. But braking input, throttle input, very nicely done. Okay, this should be interesting. No other cars are close for the contention. At the back there seems to be something going on here. It's Wolfie and G-Man. Wolfie's also on softs. G-Man on softs, Ghost on softs. Looks like all of them going for the one-stopper. Vincent still on mediums. He might be hitting the no-stopper. Great, let's have a look what's going on in front. Zivan will not be able to pass Vashwatervis on the straights. He's battling. He should just chill it out for the next 10 laps. Tyre wear should play a role here. Vashwatervis would have had a significant gap if it wasn't for those 1 or 2 mistakes. He would have had 4 seconds to play with, which would have equalized the tyre wear that the 86 has. However, it didn't play out that way. This is going to be interesting to see. What are your predictions, guys? What are your predictions for P1, 2, 3, and 4? Let's call it the top 6. Please put in your predictions here. What is your predictions for the top 6? Guys, I see there's 28 people watching. Please click on the like button, gents. Click on the like button. Let's go for this. Click on the like button. Do that right now. Don't be a chop. Some great racing going on here. Some great racing going on here. Zivan doing a slight lift. These guys are absolutely loving this at the moment. I can tell you that they are absolutely loving it at the moment. Let's see if Zivan is making moves a little bit too early. He's destroying his tires a little bit. There's another 10 laps to go. There's another 10 laps to go. You can wait a bit more. Fissy is burning some of his penalties. He needs to know that the settings in place. He cannot do that, unfortunately. We'll have a discussion afterwards to see how that can be discussed. Because it is 50-50. You want to park your car a little bit to slow the attacking car down. However, knowing the game settings and you ghosting, it's not going to be feasible. The M4 just has the top, the torque and the power. First he's going to try and go for the cutback. Is it going to be successful? He should have enough power. His nose, is it up for enough? It is not. Zivan giving him the space. These guys have raced together. Both of them actually KBR. Zivan was KBR before he joined DMR. And these two gents have always been able to have a go at it clean and respectfully. It's bare. Zivan P1 if it doesn't run out, feel beautiful. This BM is under severe pressure. It's only due to the tire wear. He had a gap though. The gap that he had, he unfortunately made a few mistakes. And that gap would have been sufficient for him to perhaps keep P1. The 86 would have caught up, but with Fiss's consistency, I think he would have been able to do a proper job of that. Dan the man now 1.6 seconds behind. He should start catching up to Vashwater first. Ooh, Vashwater hit the exit barrier, unfortunately. M Klopper in P4. Brilliant racing going on here. D-Man GT. Look at that consistency as well. Very good consistency, very smooth. Vitriolic also shortly behind him. Well, 4 seconds rather. KBR Richard with 1.3 seconds. Damien Biss with 2.2 seconds. Richard is on the soft, so Richard is going to start making massive moves at the moment. Will it be enough? Damien Biss in P8 currently with Carbons on the racing softs behind him. With a 3.7 second gap, he should be able to catch up. And ooh, maybe not, because the tire wear will be equivalent to the mediums by the time he catches up. Then we've got Vincent, only 2.1 seconds behind. Ghost, 6 seconds behind. Flark 0.9, Wolfie and G-Man. Zivan seems like they have broken the slip. However, the BMW's power might see him get back into slip at the moment. Let's quickly have a look at the consistency of Vashwater first. while driving with worn tires. Very experienced, has recently had a massive jump in skill in the last couple of 6-7 months, and his improvement is just significant. Let's say it does. It goes down to 6.5. Nice and forth. Look at the throttle control. Pressing it through nicely. Nice little overlay of the throttle and brake there. Very smooth on the steering inputs. Nice downshift. Good on the throttle. Great exit speed. Driving exceptionally well. That's how he takes the hairpin. Second gear, push it out wide to the left, straighten out the wheel. A little bit of wheel spin there, managing the control. And that's the type of thing. People think they change their tires when the tires are worn. No. Handle the tires when the tires are worn and get yourself familiar with it. A nice trick to do this is get onto the track that you're driving. If it's GR3, GR4, put on sports medium tires. Go drive around that track and you will see your car sliding everywhere. It teaches you braking input, throttle input, how to catch the slide. That is something that you can test yourself, and then you'll see when you jump onto your normal racing tires how much your times improve on worn softs and worn mediums just by having practiced the track on soft or sport mediums. That is definitely something you guys need to. A little pro tip for you guys going into that. Danimir with 2 seconds behind. D-Man GT seems to be keeping the pace and the position to Klopper well here. Taking in 5th gear. Throttle inputs, steering input, very smooth and great. He's full steering lock on the left there, however. Turns in a little bit late, which means he has to put more steering input. Turns in a little bit earlier, his lines will be so much better. On exit, less tire wear. His downshifts, very hard on the brakes. They're very aggressive there, unfortunately. And he was just starting to make a gap on M. Klopper go smaller. Then Richard seems to be on the push. On his soft tires, may be a little bit too late. D-Man GT is not going to give that position up easy. Vitrolic Driz in 4 seconds gap, or 3.6 seconds gap to Damien Biss. With Carbons only 3/10 behind Damien Biss. He is on the soft tires though. However, the soft tires should start becoming a little bit slower, but not medium pace slow. So you should be able to make quick work of Damien Biss, who had a solid, consistent race pace as well. KBR Vincent 5 seconds behind, Ghost with 2 seconds behind Vincent with a gap of 2.4 to Vlagvark, Wolf with 4.7 and G-Man with 0.8 with 1.1 second penalty. As you can see, Steven is now pulling the gap with Vashwater Fizz, still 7/10 to burn. Guys, we have 10 likes out of 27 viewers. Let's get that likes up, let's get those likes up. Okay, Vashwater Fizz. He's going to be able to keep off. In fact, his tire wear is just the same as Dan the Man. Zivan's tire wear, as you can see, look at the difference. Dan the Man on 4, almost half, equal to Vashwater Fizz, which means Vashwater Fizz is saving an immense amount, going a little bit side by side, or slidey there rather. Zivan's tires is looking absolutely phenomenal at this point in time. Let's have a look at why this is. Look at the steering inputs, look at the little red dots. Almost at no point apart from the hairpins is that full steering lock. Look at the tire difference between himself and Dan, his partner. Double the difference. Guys, I'm giving all this information for all the guys watching, all the guys in silver, all the guys in gold, bronze, everybody else that's watching. Always for your reference. Look at the difference between tire wear between P1 and 2 similar cars. Tire wear, as you can see, is on the bottom left, which says RM, all the 4 tires. The red indicates usage. Now, Vashwater Fizz has done an amazing job to do the BMW that well. But Zivan with his 86 compared to this, massive difference. M. Klopper is 7 seconds behind Dan the Man now. Dan the Man closing the gap to P1 this or P2. This might be a very interesting late move. However, with tire wear of the BMW, This is going to be interesting to see. Varswater has done a lot. So this is Varswater's BMW tyres. Let's have a look at the rest. Richard is on his softs, however. D-Man also greatly done with his tyres. A little bit worse than Varswater. Driz a little bit better with the Jag. Carbon's a little bit worse. So definitely a little bit of tyre management that can be worked on there. However, the pace, consistency, throttle and brake input is beautiful. Okay, the whole race is settled now. So guys, I believe it's going to be a battle for P2. And then the next battle should form Carbon and Vidraulic Driz. Ooh, I believe Driz made a little bit of mistake. Driz going defensive. I'm keeping an eye on the map. Danderman is catching on Varswater, but however, this is the battle that we want to see at the moment. There's one battle going on about 2-3 places behind as well. I'll keep an eye on that shortly. Varswater is in P1. I think Zivan ran out of fuel again. What happened to Zivan now? What happened to Zivan? What happened to Zivan? Did he disconnect? Did Zivan disconnect? That is the worst possible luck that can happen. That is unfortunate. That is hyper unfortunate. That is hyper unfortunate. That will definitely make the comeback for the season very, very difficult, if not impossible. I think Zivan has DC'd. That was a definite win for him. That is uber bad luck. Richard has caught up to M. Klopper as well. That is very unfortunate. Richard had a little bit of a slippy slip there. This will definitely give the KBR Varswater Richard team a massive boost in the leading points. Hyper unfortunate. Now the battle's continuing here currently. Not sure what happened to Klopper, but he gave Richard a chance to come back. He destroyed his tires a little bit too much in the beginning by battling and defending like that. Lesson learned, definitely want to watch out for the future. Remember this name, you should definitely be able to become much better and faster, more experienced, and learn these little things and how to overcome them. Brilliant racing. Varswater first crosses the line 6 tenths ahead. Dan Richard, M. Klopper, D-Man in a P5, solid P5, good race from D-Man. High Carbon 6, good points for the team. Vitriolic, KBR goes, Damien almost had a move on him, but the Jaguar just has too much power. Vlakvark. Ooh, Vincent has gone without fuel. Vincent has gone without fuel. This is not the first time we're seeing this now, gentlemen. Okay, unfortunate happening. What happened to the leaders of Zivan? Let's quickly get the race results here. That is hyper crap, unfortunately. It's still a long season to go. A very long season to go. Anything can happen. Let's quickly just get the replay, save it. Just getting the guys to save replay, please. Getting this out here. Judging by the race times, I know the gents were doing 48 race times and 45 race times. It was 48 or 43s, yeah, 48 race times. So definitely an unfortunate loss for Zivan at the moment. Fashwater first remaining consistent as ever. He just knew getting first, second, third for the season should get them to get the season going. You're not going to win everyone. He just kept it clean and consistent, and what a race from him as well. Dan in second, Richard in third, completing the podium. Klopper, D-Man, iCarbons, Vitriolic goes, Damien, Flakvark, Wolfie, G-Man, and then also Vincent running out of fuel at the end. Hyper unfortunate for Zivan. Good. That's very unfortunate. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. Let's just quickly go through the sponsors and everything. Thank you very much for Zappa. Again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have yourself a beautiful one. Have fun, have good, and then have a good evening. Ciao, ciao, until next weekend.